Alright, what is going on everyone? It is Super here and welcome to another Injustice 2 video, and today we're going to be talking about all the information that came out from San Diego Comic-Con yesterday. Friday the 22nd of July was the two new character reveal for Injustice 2, and of course we got to see Wonder Woman and Blue Beetle were the two characters that were revealed for Injustice 2, and a lot of really excited people, including myself, to see Blue Beetle. I think he looks amazing in the game. I can't wait to see more characters, of course, and I'll be talking about that, by the way, more characters in a bit. But I think Wonder Woman and Blue Beetle looked amazing. I can't really do a gameplay breakdown per se because there wasn't much that we saw. And plus, Wonder Woman is another one of the legacy characters. You know, every character that's returning is going to be a legacy character, which means that they're going to retain a lot of the same moves that they had in the original Injustice, maybe a couple moves here and there reworked. So based off people who already played Wonder Woman, it looks like she's a legacy character, excluding her super move, which I think looks kind of weak, man. Out of all like the amazing super moves that we got to see at the beginning, I think Wonder Woman's looks kind of weak. But on the other hand, Blue Beetle looks amazing. Like, I think he's definitely gonna be one of those characters that has the best looking gear in the game, just because of his armor and the different helmets he could have, and of course he could change the color to make him the the green beetle and stuff like that. So it's gonna be awesome. So here we go. The first thing that I want to talk about here is something that Ed Boon said that I thought was really interesting, and this sort of it might answer the question about specific characters making it into Injustice 2. So pretty much he said that if you combine the right combination, if you mix and match the right combination of gear on your character, you might start seeing a cameo appearance for a different character, if that makes sense. So the example that he used was Supergirl and Power Girl. He said if you mix and match the right combination of gear, your Supergirl will end up looking like Power Girl. So I know a lot of people want Kid Flash, a lot of people want Reverse Flash, and I think this kind of deconfirms those characters and confirms them at the same time, because if the right combination of gear for the Flash leads to your character looking like Reverse Flash, I think a lot of people are going to be happy with that as well. So I thought that was very, very interesting. He said that there's thousands and thousands of combination of gear that you could put for each individual character. So obviously they're gonna have they're probably gonna put in there like a lot of different specific costumes that you could make with your character, and of course you could change the color of them. You can make Blue Beetle Green Beetle. So it's gonna be really, really fun, man. I am actually getting more and more excited about this gear system the more I hear about it. So some more news here. This one more for, I guess, us fans that play online a lot and also the competitive scene. GGPO netcode is confirmed to be right at launch for Injustice 2, and that makes me so happy, because if you guys remember, Mortal Kombat X and previous NetherRealm titles had this input-based netcode, which if it was laggy, if I press a button, my move on the screen comes out a half second later. And with rollback netcode, with GGPO netcode, what happens is that the game doesn't have any input delay at all. It might skip around a couple of times because the game is rolling back the moves and stuff, but it beats the hell out of having input delay, because when I press my X button, the X button's gonna come out as soon as I press it. And that new GGPO netcode came with the update for Mortal Kombat XL, and Mortal Kombat X now has some of the best netcode in any fighting game. I think the only fighting games that have better netcode are like Skullgirls and Killer Instinct. Obviously KI has the best netcode, but Mortal Kombat X is right up there because of this new improved GGPO netcode. So I'm very, very happy that we're gonna start off Injustice with beautiful netcode. And also for the tournament scene, it was confirmed again. We already knew this, but I'm just reiterating for you guys who might not have heard. There's going to be a tournament mode where all of your gear doesn't affect any of your powers, so you don't get any speed boost, any power boost, any of that from gear. That's a way to prevent an unbalance in the competitive scene. So I think that's definitely good, because everyone's going to be on a even playing field. in competitive Injustice, and especially with the ESL tournaments and stuff like that. You know how NetherRealm supported Mortal Kombat X competitively. There's going to be a lot of Injustice 2, you know, big tournaments. So I'm looking forward to that. Moving on here, a little bit of the story mode. Supergirl is set to be a really crucial part of the Injustice 2 story, not only for the good guys but also the bad guys. You know, she's going to be very crucial to the story on both sides, which is really interesting. She's going to have a huge focus in the Injustice 2 story. So moving on here, Tom Taylor, who was the writer of the original Injustice comic book, is returning to write the story for the Injustice 2 comic, which should be out before the game is out. So sadly, we're probably going to get the game spoiled, the game's like story spoiled, because if you guys remember, the original Injustice comic is pretty much identical to the Injustice 2 or Injustice story mode. You know, obviously in comic books you could get away with a lot more, and it was a lot bloodier and gory than the actual Injustice like games version of the story, but you know, it was still pretty much the same. And I am definitely going to read the comic book. You know, I want to know what happens, and I want to know, you know, in comic book form. So that's very exciting. And the last bit of news here is that someone asked Ed Boon during the panel if he thinks that there's going to be a PC port of Injustice 2, because if you guys know, right now, as of right now that I'm doing this, I believe it's July 23rd, 2016, there hasn't been a confirmation that there's going to be a PC port of Injustice 2. So far, it's only going to be for Xbox One and PS4. So someone asked Ed Boon if this game was going to be ported over to the PC, and he answered, a PC port is pretty likely to happen. So there you guys have it. You guys on PC who are a little worried about not getting Injustice 2, I mean, it is coming from Ed Boon, and it is about PCs. I don't know how much you guys are gonna, you know, trust Ed Boon, but I will say that at least this is better than not having an answer at all. And I will say this: if Injustice 2 does not launch with a PC port, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's not going to have one in the future. They might want to make it the best that it possibly can, instead of just releasing a PC port and having the same problems that Mortal Kombat X had. So I think, you know, I think it's better for them to be safe than sorry. Like, if the PC port is not ready on release day for Injustice, I definitely think they should hold it off until it's completely ready, so everyone could have, you know, a nice game, and you know, everyone could be pretty much the same. So that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Any new information on Injustice 2, make sure you guys come by the channel, and I'll try to inform you guys and keep you guys updated on any news. So that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.